Good morning. My name is Donnie Goodwin and I'm the Yankee Frugalist. Today we're going to be making some blueberry muffins with a streusel topping. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is preheat my oven to 375 degrees. And now we're just going to really lightly coat this pan with some cooking spray. So I just kind of did it this way and then that way, making sure I get all my corners. And that'll be, now you can use muffin cups if you want, but of course that's more money, so I'm not doing that today. I'm just putting it right in my pan. And this is my Rachel Ray pan that I love, and they come out great. So we'll do that first. And now we're gonna do the streusel topping. So in here, I have a half a cup of flour, a half a cup of oats, and then a third a cup of butter softened. So I'm just want to push this butter into this flour. You can't even see the oats in there. And it's, you want to keep doing this until it's nice and crumbly and everything's combined. Now, as I was mixing this, I did add in a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. And you can see I've cut all the butter and they're, just little pieces like this, all mixed in really well. I brought up from the bottom to make sure all the flour's mixed in here. And this is gonna go on the top once we mix up the muffins. Now this muffin recipe that I'm making today is actually a little bit more like a cake than a traditional muffin. Traditional muffins, you would normally not use a mixer. So this is a little bit different than what you might find in your cookbook. But these are going to be more like a muffin that you might buy in the supermarket, which are a lot more cakey. So first I've got in here a cup of sugar and a half a cup of butter, and we're gonna cream this together. So my butter and my sugar are all creamed together, and now we're going to add in 2 eggs and mix that. And now I'm adding in a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just kind of eyeballing that. And we're going to mix this well again. Now, in another bowl, I have combined my baking powder, my salt, and my cup of sugar. And I'm just, excuse me, I already have the sugar in here. My baking powder, my salt, and I'm gonna mix that together well. And then we're gonna add that a little bit at a time with our milk. There's half a cup of milk in this, so we're just going to add a little bit of this flour mixture in this part of the recipe, you're going to mix by hand. So it's just to combine it. Then I'm going to add a little bit of milk in here. Some more of my flour mixture. And then once this is all mixed up well, I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of blueberries. Now I don't happen to have fresh, I have frozen, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to pour those right in here. And we're just going to put these in until it's mixed, you know, the blueberries are mixed in. And we're going to put them in the pan. Now the easiest way to put this into the muffin pan actually is with an ice cream scoop that has one of those handles on the side of it. And I don't happen to have one. So we're just going to use a couple spoons. And you just want to fill each cup about 2/3 full. So I'm going to go around and do that. And then we'll put on our topping. So now we're just going to add the streusel topping to each of these muffins. And I'm just going to take a nice spoonful and put it right on here on top. Now you want to try to not have a lot on your pan because that'll make a lovely mess for you to clean up later. Just like that. And then we're going to bake these at 375 for about 30 minutes. I have a convection oven, so I'm probably going to take mine out a little bit earlier. And I'll show you what they look like when they're done. And here we have our muffins fresh out of the oven. Don't they look beautiful? They're going to be tasty too. So now I'm going to let them sit here and cool for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to put them on a cooling rack. And we're going to have breakfast.